Hello everyone, it's Kim. I'm going to try and make a batch of, this is like my signature scent. It's just a blend of fragrance oils that kind of have a ocean smell, ocean scent to them. I don't know if I've ever mentioned this before, but part of my name, Alamo Candelaria, well, Candelaria is, she was the patron saint of my ancestors that settled San Antonio in 1731. And so I just thought using her name in my business, since it had to do with candles anyway, because she was carrying a candle in one hand, just could be, good luck or whatever. And so I'm going to try to do it in different graduating shades of like an Aegean blue, a real, try to get it a nice blue, but with soap, you never know. So anyway, I'm gonna use a funnel. I'm going to try not to do too many like levels of back and forth. I'm going to mostly just do gradating up. So we'll see what happens, how it goes by the time I get done. So here it goes. I split my water in half, and so I melted my lye and my silk, and I used some sodium lactate. And then I have the other half of my liquid is coconut milk. Like I said, most of the time I use coconut milk as my milk of choice. So anyway, here goes. And I'm using a little bit of a different mold. It's going to be the tall, skinny type bar, but there's going to be probably 16 bars out of this one, if I measured it correctly, out of this one batch. My oils that I usually use are castor, cocoa butter, olive oil, palm, and some high oleic sunflower oil. Here's my cocoa butter. And as usual, it's getting thick. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and try to do my colors first, and then I'll add my fragrance oil to that. Okay, and then I want to have a little bit more of just natural. Okay, so this is probably going to be very thick when I'm working with it. I took chromium, what is this? Hydrated chromium, chrome green, and some activated charcoal, and some sapphire blue. Now see, it got really just a black kind of shade here. I'm going to add a little bit more of the chromium green to it because I want it to be a little bit more of the blue-green color. I'm going to put some fragrance oil in here. Okay, so see, that is what it looks like. Then I have the medium blue color. Which this is like pudding. And I'm going to put some fragrance oil in that one. Oops. Had some dental work done on Friday, and I've been, you know, kind of feeling off since then. So, but today I, of course, you know how we're all die-hard soapers, have to get in here and soap. Okay, it's kind of, yeah, it'll be okay. So then I have the next shade, which is lighter. I definitely want it not to be so green, so I'm going to add a little bit more of the blue. I might even add a little bit more to that. Okay. I'm going to add some fragrance oil to this. There's those three shades. Now I'm going to add the rest of my fragrance oil here, and I'm going to, I guess, this TD. I'm going to go ahead and use my stick blender on this because it is titanium dioxide. And also it's like solid. Let me kind of try to move over here. I'm just going to put this in there. I don't think the funnel is going to work. So, let me just stick this in there. So this is the bottom of the C. Hope you guys can even see that. Let me tap it down. Now, my next layer, and I'm going to kind of like moosh it around in there so it'll kind of blend a little bit. Now I'll take the rest and put it in there. I hate how flimsy these handles on these bowls are. If anybody knows of a supplier that you can get some good batter bowls that have good handles on them, I'd be interested in knowing. Because I like batter bowls, but I hate those handles. Okay. Then we've got this shade, which actually, I think I'm going to go ahead and just to be different, I'm going to put a layer of this in there. I'm going to tap it down. Okay. Then I'm going to put some of this. Getting a messy Marvin here. And I think I'm going to Add in some more of this colorant to this, or I'm going to use some titanium to make it lighter. Let's see how it goes. Okay. Let me just see if I could. Okay. That's as good as it's going to get. Looks like mashed potatoes. Okay. Okay. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to smack it on the ground a few times. I don't think this is going to. It's kind of doing it. I'm trying to make it where it's like crashing waves at the top. Eventually, it'll get there. So, I think that's as good as it's going to get. So let me just rough up my top here. I mean, yeah, that sounds kind of funny looking at that top. But make it into peaks. More organized. My bars are actually going to be, I'm going to cut rows like this, 3 rows, and then cut across this way for the actual width of the bar. That's some rough seas. That's not going to work. Okay, so that's about it. That's all I can do. Oh yes, one more thing. I'm going to sprinkle it with a little Spanish sea salt across the top. Just for exfoliation. And to go along with the whole ocean theme. Okay. So, here it is. Like I said, I'm going to cut 3 separate logs this way, or 4 separate logs, I think it's 4. And then I'm going to cut it this way. So there should be 16 bars of soap out of this one tall mold. Okay? Thank you. Probably be about 4 hours before I can upload this. Have a great evening. Have a great week.